This is the Kimura via closed guard. So I'm starting in closed guard here. What Mark's doing is he's controlling my hips here, and I want to take the tops of my hands and come under his wrists. Now, as I use my hands to release the wrists, I want to use my legs to break his posture. So keeping my guard closed, I bring my knees to my chest as I make him put his hands on the ground. Now I want to make a reach for one of his wrists, but right now, it's like I'm kind of jammed up. It's hard for me to make any grips just because we're so close together. So as soon as I make him put his hands on the ground, I just scoot myself back a little bit, then I reach for the wrist, and I reach up past the shoulder with my opposite hand. Okay, so I have everything on one side and my feet are on the ground. It's hard to do this with your guard closed. So I'm here. If I keep my guard closed, it's like I have to use all of my core strength to stay up here. So my feet go to the ground, and as I bridge my hips into him, I reach over the elbow underneath, and I grab my own wrist to make my figure four. Now when my back hits the ground, I essentially want my head to go right where his hand is right now. So my back hits the ground, and I hit my head on that angle. My leg that's closest to his butt is gonna come up over the back here to control the posture as I'm doing my hamstring curl. My bottom leg is just gonna stay nice and tight to the body here. Now, what I don't want is for him to straighten his arm out because that's where the defense comes in. So keep that elbow as bent as possible by curling both of your wrists. So I'm here and I'm curling both of my wrists inward and making that nice bend in the elbow. When I go to finish, I want to put this hand on the back of his neck, and I'm just going to trace the line of my leg and then coming and tracing his back as well. So we're here, I start tracing, then I hit that pocket, and I'm starting to force his wrist towards the back of the head. Mark is super flexible, and it takes forever for him to tap. Okay, so again, hands are on the belt or the waist. I come underneath with my hands. As I release the grip, I use my legs to make him put his hands on the ground. Now, I scoot myself back just a little bit, grab the wrist. As I sit up, my feet go to the ground. I can bridge my hips in order to reach around that elbow a little more efficiently. And when my head hits the ground, it's replacing this hand on the floor. Here, I hit that angle, and I'm curling that leg up over the back. Hiding this other leg, keeping it tight to the body, curling both of my wrists inward, and now I start to trace the leg in the back, keeping it nice and tight as I force that Kimura shoulder lock.